tomorrow, the city of Dayton will become the first in the state to take a stand against the proposed stand your ground law.
That would let you open fire instead of having to retreat if you reasonably fear for your life. Now, there's so much confusion about this. Let's go through it carefully. Florida's stand your ground law triggered a lot of talk during the George Zimmerman Trayvon Martin trial, even though Zimmerman claims he was pinned to the ground and he couldn't retreat, so he relied on simple self-defense. Right now, Ohio just has the castle doctrine, which lets you use deadly force in your home or your castle or inside your car. If you're outside in Ohio, you're required to retreat. But a stand your ground law would let you fight back to protect yourself anywhere. Wale Aliu is live in front of the Dayton City Hall, where tomorrow commissioners are going to ask the state not to move forward with stand your ground legislation. Wale?
Jack, I spoke with Mayor Gary Leitzel as well as the other 4 council members, and tomorrow's vote here at City Hall might just be unanimous because all 5 council members tell me that having a stand your ground law in Ohio could actually lead to more violence.
We're trying to do initiatives to reduce gun violence. This is not helpful.
Ohio legislators introduced House Bill 203 recently, which would expand the current Ohio law from the castle doctrine to the stand your ground law.
We have the castle doctrine, which allows people to protect their home and their car with firearm, but to allow it to the point where it's in the street, you have opportunities for people to be more aggressive instead of taking the path of walking away.
Under the proposal, you do not have to have a concealed carry license in order to use stand your ground as a defense.
You have to put it in the context of conceal and carry. Now we don't know who has a gun and who doesn't.
Tomorrow morning, the Dayton City Commission will introduce a resolution opposing stand your ground legislation in Ohio.
Does it have any merit? We don't make the decision. The state people do. All it's telling them is that we in Dayton think it's common sense to keep things the way they are, and ultimately, if you screw up, the courts decide.
Mayor Leitzel and the rest of the commission all tell me they will support the resolution.
Police officer is held to account for every single bullet he or she discharges, so why should a private citizen be given more rights when it comes to using deadly physical force? And that's actually in here, so when you read this thing, it's not something I have a problem supporting.
Some of us, we just want some common sense. Having the concealed carry law in coordination with expanding the castle doctrine past the house and the car is, I think, a recipe for disaster.
And here is the copy of that resolution the Dayton City Commission will be voting on here tomorrow. We will, of course, be there. I encourage you to take a look at it yourself so you can decide where you stand on the issue. We've posted it under this story on our website, Fox45Now.com. For now, that's the very latest here in Dayton. Wale Aliu, Fox 45 News.